Kelly Clarkson airs her grievances about her kids' school. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Kelly Clarkson receives a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Kelly Clarkson discusses how it feels to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame 20 years after winning the first season of American Idol. Like any good parent, Kelly Clarkson wants to attend as many of her children's performances as she can. But like a lot of working moms, she isn't able to attend everything during the weekdays, especially if she doesn't have advanced warning. I'm not going to lie. I don't know when the school systems thought it would be a good plan for families and their emotional stability to start having performances at 10 a.m. during the week, the Miss Independent singer told Kylie Kels on her Not Going to Lie podcast this week. This just in. A lot of us work, and surprising you with it. Like not giving you in advance, like so you can at least tell your work. Like, hey, I'm going to need this morning off to come in. And, like a lot of jobs wouldn't let you do that anyway. Kelly Clarkson wants to attend as many of her children's performances as she can. But even if you're, like, the boss and you would have that control, our kids don't understand. And we just look like us when we're not there. And then they go, why was this mom there? And then you have to say, because that kid got a better mom. I don't know. The 42-year-old shares two children, River, 10, and Remy, 8, with ex-Brandon Blackstock. Recently, Clarkson watched Remy perform Frank Sinatra's My Way, which went viral after she brought her kids onto her show as guests. The Since You've Been Gone singer ran up after the performance and gave Remy a huge hug. As a working mom, Clarkson needs advance notice about weekday morning student performances. Matt Winkelmeyer / Getty Images for the Recording Academy. She later asked the 8-year-old on the show how he felt about the performance going viral and nearly keeled over laughing when he answered, "Yeah. How many views did I get again?" She said when she told him he had more than 1 million views on the social video of his song, he asked her, "Do you get that many views?" I was like, calm down. And not that often, she joked. Clarkson recently had her children as guests on her show. Weiss Eubanks / NBQ Universal via Getty Images. Last year, the mother of two told People magazine she has a strict no social media policy for her kids until they're 18. That can be really hard on kids in general, but especially kids with parents in the public eye, Clarkson said of social media. So, I have informed them they're not allowed to, under my roof, ever have it. She said co-parenting with Blackstock is also getting easier. Clarkson shares two children, River, 10, and Remy, 8, with ex-Brandon Blackstock. Kelly Clarkson / Instagram. It's hard enough when you're married and come from two different backgrounds and ways to discipline and educate. Doing that in different households can be tough. The former couple finalized their divorce in 2022 after she filed for divorce in 2020. Last week, Clarkson celebrated her 1,000th episode after a nearly 2-week unexplained absence. Clarkson with Remy on the red carpet in 2024. For 1,000 episodes, we have laughed together, we have cried together with beautiful stories, sang together with some people, danced together, celebrated, and competed together, known around the world for her powerhouse vocals, down-to-earth personality, and emotional transparency, is once again proving that she is unafraid to speak her truth. This time, the singer and talk show host is turning the spotlight on an issue deeply personal to her as a mother. Her candid remarks about her children's school experience are resonating with parents everywhere, as she opens up about the frustrations, anxieties, and heartbreak that come with trying to do what is best for her kids in a world that often feels too rigid and impersonal. Her words are not just a celebrity venting, but a heartfelt expression of concern and love from a parent navigating the same emotional terrain as millions of others across the country. Kelly's journey as a single mother in the public eye has been marked by strength, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to her two children. Her devotion to creating a stable, loving environment for them is something she has spoken about often, and fans have followed her parenting path with admiration and empathy. But now that her kids are growing up and stepping into their own routines, the challenges have become more nuanced, and Kelly is not holding back on how the educational system is impacting her family. In a recent conversation that has sparked widespread discussion, Kelly revealed how disillusioned she has become with the current state of her children's school life and how the pressure, expectations, and lack of flexibility have left her feeling frustrated and concerned. She described the struggle of watching her kids come home emotionally exhausted from long school days that seemed to prioritize performance over passion and test scores over curiosity. She spoke about the disconnect between what children truly need to thrive and what the system demands from them every day. There is an expectation that they sit still for hours, regurgitate facts, and fit into boxes that were never designed with individuality in mind. Kelly's heartbreak is visible in her voice as she recounts stories of her children losing their natural joy for learning, burdened by anxiety over grades and standardized testing, rather than inspired by discovery and creativity. What stings most for Kelly is the feeling that she is powerless to change it. Despite her platform and her persistence, she has tried to communicate with teachers, administrators, and even school boards, advocating for a more compassionate and personalized approach to education, but often hits a wall of red tape and policy rigidity. It is not about blaming teachers, whom she openly praises for doing their best within a broken system, but about questioning a structure that seems more focused on metrics than on mental health and meaningful growth. Kelly's concerns are echoed by a growing number of parents who have found themselves disillusioned with traditional schooling, especially after the pandemic forced so many to reevaluate how their children learn and what kind of environment truly nurtures them. She brings up the emotional toll of watching a child feel like they are not good enough simply because they do not learn in the same way as their peers. The guilt, the helplessness, and the inner conflict are all too familiar for parents trying to advocate for their children while working within a system that resists change. Beyond academics, Kelly also voiced worries about the social pressures and the culture of comparison that school often breeds. She explained how easily kids begin to internalize beliefs about their worth based on external validation, how friendships can turn toxic under competitive stress, and how difficult it is for a young person to feel seen and accepted when the message they receive daily is that they must do more, be more, achieve more just to be considered enough. As a mother, Kelly wants her kids to be confident, joyful, and emotionally secure, but the current school environment, she says, makes that harder, not easier. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.